until I moved up here that I remembered certain things about like the Northeast. You know, like this felt very much like home to me, a little bit different than DC did, you know. And when I first was making the transition, I spent a little while. I went, you know, back home in Jersey, and like the house that I grew up in was in front of this park that was like a former. Hey, what do you? Am I supposed to play or am I supposed to say or do you have a request for the rest of the story? Do you want the story to end a certain way? Is it like choose your own adventure or something? It's gonna be quick, I promise you, and then I'm gonna play a song. I just want to tell you why I want to play this song. Can I just tell you why I want to play this song? So here's the thing, man. Like I grew up in front of this park that was like a former Revolutionary War parade ground, like mills and you know, like around the corner, you know, down the street there's like, you know, some buildings, there's like, you know, like a whole like factory, you know, blah blah blah. And then I came back after all these years and I tried to drive onto my street and drive into the driveway of the house I grew up in, and there were these cops like, no, the street's blocked off. I was like, I live there. They're like, well, you're gonna have to park over there. I'm like, I live there. They're like, well, it's Harvest Fest. And I was like, Harvest Fest? There hasn't been a harvest here since 1792, man. What are you talking about, you know? And this whole thing has been going, you know, which I'm sure a lot of you have experienced for the last 15 years living in Boston, but like, you know, property values are going up. All of a sudden, everything's shifting. People want to move back into the city. But when they move back, they still want their like weird like vision of what a bucolic, you know, life will be like. And all of a sudden there's a Harvest Fest, which is completely unreal to me. And the entire character of the region is changing. And at that moment, I was like, whatever, cop. You know what? Next time I go on tour, I'm gonna play Dirty Old Town.